90 Day Fiancé Season 11 star Mahdi Al-Saadi's conservative background made him suspicious of his fiancée Stevie Nicole's hobby of painting nude women. As 90 Day Fiancé's Mahdi Al-Saadi and Stevie Nicole prepare for marriage, they are navigating some serious trust issues that could throw a wrench in their plans. Stevie, who hails from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, is an artist who supports herself by teaching online English classes. She met Mahdi when he was one of her students, and the two fell in love despite cultural differences. Mahdi lived in Tehran, Iran, before making the move to Mississippi to marry Stevie. Culture shock set in on Mahdi's first night in America, when he and Stevie visited New Orleans after leaving the airport. Mahdi was overwhelmed by the freedom he witnessed in the United States. His bewilderment grew when he arrived at Stevie's home and discovered she had a penchant for painting nude women. As Mahdi and Stevie's wedding nears, he's facing mounting doubts about whether she is hiding a big secret. And as viewers learn more about Stevie, it seems increasingly likely that she's not being entirely honest with Mahdi. Mahdi was taken aback by Stevie's nude paintings because they were a stark contrast to his upbringing in Iran. He wasn't accustomed to the American way of flaunting sexuality and body positivity. This was just one of the many culture shocks Mahdi was experiencing. He was raised in such a restrictive culture that he could never return to his home country simply because of his choice to appear on a television show. Mahdi couldn't understand Stevie's fascination with the female body. He was startled when he met Stevie's friend and learned she had modeled nude for Stevie in person. Mahdi started to suspect Stevie was bisexual, which was something that was forbidden in his culture. He seemed unsure of how to handle his anxiety, so he confronted Stevie with his suspicions. Unfortunately, Stevie didn't appear entirely sympathetic to Mahdi's position. She felt interrogated by his questions about her sexuality and refused to put a label on herself. Stevie didn't seem to grasp that denying him a clear answer only made his concerns grow. While Stevie has a right to speak about her sexuality on her terms, her later actions suggest she may have a habit of avoiding the truth. The conversation about Stevie's sexuality isn't the first time she's been shown to dance around the truth on 90 Day Fiancé. As she prepared for Mahdi's long-awaited arrival in the United States, she admitted her family knew nothing about her relationship. Stevie was anxious to tell her father about her impending marriage, but she knew she was running out of time. Her father was shocked to learn Stevie was in a serious relationship that she'd kept hidden from him. After Mahdi shared his concerns about Stevie's sexuality with his friend, Saeed confronted her in search of some clarification. He brought up Stevie's reluctance to tell her family about Mahdi and asked if she was trying to hide him from her family. Saeed believed Stevie had a habit of keeping this secret until the very last second, and that's just to make everybody behave in the way she likes. That makes me think there are also other things that she's hiding from Mahdi. Stevie claimed that Mahdi's visa process was approved faster than she expected, and she'd anticipated having more time to tell her family about him. But this doesn't explain why she never told her family about Mahdi up until that point either. Stevie seems to avoid telling the truth until it's necessary, which makes it understandable why Mahdi questioned her honesty. Stevie's response to Saeed's questioning didn't offer a lot of confidence in her willingness to have an open line of communication. She insisted she had sacrificed just as much as Mahdi had for their relationship, adding, "I don't really let people close to me ever." This explains Stevie's lack of honesty and suggests she's not used to the level of openness marriage requires. She prefers to keep everybody at arm's length, which isn't conducive to having a healthy relationship. Stevie doesn't seem to appreciate that her standoffish behavior is causing Mahdi to doubt not only her honesty, but also her commitment to him. She doesn't feel she owes him or his loved ones any more information than she deems necessary. Unfortunately, while Stevie and Mahdi could have a bright future together, their chances could be dashed by her refusal to open up to them. As their window for getting married winds down, this might be one 90 Day Fiancé couple who never even makes it to the altar.